world, and this is why this is something. Even though I teach criminal justice, I often talk about journalism and its
Okay.
history and communications and media, because that propels our thinking into the future, how we view ourselves and how other people view us. And therefore, if this brother Chris Williams is, as a white male, is looking at this movie, trying to understand how we see the world through a black man's eyes, black person's eyes, then maybe he can really be part of the solution, or help to say, man, they have a different view of the world. Just like we all had a different view of the world, black folks had a very different view of the world concerning the 4th of July. Right.
Yeah.
Frederick Douglass wrote the piece, or at least gave the speech, what is the 4th of July to the Negro? Right.
That's correct.
You got to understand that we have a very different relationship with media, journalism,
We do.
in history, and all that.
Let's go there. During slavery times, we could not read or write, and the publication of most white people that they saw of us was fugitive slave. Have you seen this person? Or there's a slave auction going on. So there's a distinction that we have with media. That's why it's so powerful for us to be on social media, doing these type of podcasts to reclaim what was taken from us. I mean, that's how afraid they were that, my God, don't let them read and write. That's why it is so important. You are an author. I'm an author. And I believe we're paying homage to our deceased ancestors who could not write, who could not read. That's why, to me, it's a travesty that Black Americans who do not want to read or write, or to progress themselves in education, because that's what we had, especially during the Reconstruction period after slavery.
Somebody sent me a very interesting piece. Maybe you and I can review it one day, but it was talking about the purpose of education according to two ancestors now, Dr. Amos Wilson and Dr. John Henrik. Was it John Henrik Clark? I think it was John Henrik Clark. No. It was Neely Fuller Jr. Neely Fuller Jr. and Amos Wilson, talking about we have really, educated ourselves for really selfish reasons, rather than overthrowing not that in the sense of really overthrowing the government or anything like that. We're not saying that.
We're not doing that. No, we're not doing that.
But we are saying that we got to overcome some of the mental cages that were erected for us, that we're still operating in. And so if we're going to get an education, right? If we're going to get an education, then that education really needs to benefit society, our Black community in particular. We got to do this thing. This is why we started this podcast. We can have conversations so we can motivate other individuals to really think about, where they are in the world and how they can move up and advance. And, we're going to have a lot of different conversations about finances and other things, because you can't just have education and hoard it to yourself.
No,
you have to be able to spread this thing around, and this is what we want to really want to focus on.
People, as you can see, Dr. L is the brain. I'm just happen to be here. He's a smart one. I'm just happy to be here.
You're the brawn, or the beauty. You got to be one of them, right?
Not the beauty, sir. Come on now.
Okay.
The point is that yes. What is it for us to hold the information and keep it to ourselves? And that's why we as a people have not progressed as fast, because we're still doing GoFundMe funerals. We're still going to this point where you have all this money, but yet, you amass all this wealth. Thank you, sir. But you didn't train your children in character. So after you die and after you have all this wealth, within one generation, all that money is gone because you didn't teach your children character. You told them how to steal, how to take, how to manipulate, how to do all that stuff, but you didn't teach them character. That's why, what good is it for you to amass all this money, and yet you haven't teach your children any type of character points at all?
Well said, as usual. Back to the article here. It's no more demonic than a podcast or a news network show. It's a timepiece. It's a vampire movie. It has a musical element. It's so many things. Pennsylvania-based digital creator Brian True says it's a movie. This is your point here. Indeed, most people called Sinners excellent and said they've seen it more than once and would definitely see it again. Forgive me, I've only seen it once, 1.5 times. I'm halfway through it again.
Sir, we might have to take away your black card, sir.
I'm working through it.
We might have to take away your black card. My
Man,
wife and I've seen that movie in regular. We've seen that movie in 3D. We've seen that movie in cinematic. It's gone on 6 times, sir.
Whenever I pop in a movie, man, I'm out. Like, I'm so busy doing stuff, right? I sit down, I'm doing podcasts, I'm correcting papers, I'm doing this.
We might
I sit
have
down
to
and watch a movie.
We might have to take your black card. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all ain't taking my black card.
I know you kind of like, sir, but you know what?
All the cookouts I've been to, y'all ain't taking my card. Let's see. Baltimore resident Wanda Watts says Sinners is definitely not demonic. It tells the history of Black music from Africa to America. Kendall Bell, also Baltimore, says that if anything else, Sinners affirms our connection to God. Baltimorean Catalina Bird criticizes the backlash. Sinners is only demonic to evangelicals that place anything in that box if it doesn't fit into one they built to absolve themselves of their own sins by reducing anything they don't understand to the devil. That's a heavy statement right there.
Yeah.
Let me read that again. Yeah. Sinners is only demonic to evangelicals that place anything in that box if it doesn't fit in one they built to them to absolve themselves of their own sins by reducing anything they don't understand to the devil.
All right, so Romans 5:8 it says here, but God demonstrated his own love toward us, that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. So again, the word sinners is in the Bible. So that right there should eradicate that this is a demonic. But to your point about the evangelical, that is true. People may or may not know that, but there was a Bible called the Slave Bible. And the Slave Bible, which is the actual Bible they used during slavery, that took out anything that talked about freedom or anything that enhanced to obey your masters. That's number one. Number two, the Song of Solomon, 8 chapters, talks about how a prince was after a beautiful queen. I mean, not a queen, but a beautiful woman, and she was dark. And yet every single commentary, the majority of the commentaries about Song of Solomon always give it as an example of Christ, as an example of Christianity. No, it is a love story, all right? But the reason why they made it that way, because they didn't want to show how love with a Jewish person and someone of dark descent. So that's another point of, again, what people are doing to hide the truth.
Let me put this banner up here. Have a show topic or something you want us to review. Email us at faithinjustice at what? Gmail? Faith and Justice Podcast, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
At gmail.com. Faith and Justice Podcast. There we go. Yep.
Doing a good job, sir.
There we go. Have a show topic or something you want us reviewed? Email us faithandjustice.com. We'll scroll that at the bottom here.
Okay.
Scroll this at the bottom. Scroll at the bottom, right? Save. Scroll across the bottom. Save.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, a couple more sentences here. Bird went on to write to note that some folks only know how to feel closer to God by judging everyone else that doesn't walk the path they leaned into. Woo, this Catalina Byrne is on fire here. And as Tricia Hershey, founder of NAP Ministry, pointed out on Threads, folks criticizing sinners need to focus. They're calling everything demonic but white supremacy and capitalism, which are the two main demonic things killing us and robbing us, she wrote. But perhaps Michael Eugene Johnson had the simplest take. No, it's not demonic. It's a movie. Saw it. I'm convinced it's a movie.
Yeah, it's a movie. It's a great theme, and for blacks, it's very powerful because and I told my wife this. There's gonna be a lot more movies coming out about Afro Americans because our lives in America is powerful. How we survived. Despite all what happened to us, our name change, our language change, how we believe all changed due to slavery. And And as people may or may not know, over 25 million left the coast of Africa. Only 12 million made it over. So that right there says every Black American, Afro-American, I should say, who's made it, we're definitely survivors. And we went through a furnace of losing everything and coming to America. Matter of fact, my last name is not African. It's Brantley. So when our white brothers and sisters say, why do you keep talking about slavery or what happened in America? My last name represents that. I had a slave master named Brantley. That's the truth. Because that's our history. That's the foundation. But to your point, is really learning information and going further and not staying stuck.
Very good. Now, in general, we're going to wrap this up here. In general, do you like vampire movies in general?
In general, I do. I don't like a lot of horror films, like cut people's heads off. You know, that bothers me. But love Aliens, love Predator. To me, Predator is a Black movie because the guy got locked. So, you know, the guy got locked. So, you know, he got locks and muscles. That's a Black man to me. That's just my personal.
You see the cartoon?
Predator.
Yeah, Predator.
That was good, man.
It was good.
That was good. Matter of fact, hang on. The first Predator was a Black actor that died early. Actor who first played Predator. Hang on, sir. With Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I enjoyed, I think, all of the Predator movies.
I love all of them.
I don't think
that his name is Kevin Peter Hall. He was the first Predator.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Kevin Peter Hall. He was the first one. He was 7'2".
Oh wow!
Yeah, he's 7'2". And the fun fact is that Jean-Claude Van Damme was supposed to be cast as the creature, but thank God he denied it.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that either. I didn't know.
Yeah.
That.
Also, Hall played. Hall returned to play the Predator in Predator 2. So the first two Predators were actually Black men.
Okay. Yeah.
Fact. Come on now.
Okay. I didn't know that. You taught me something.
Listen. You got a podcast, people. You're gonna learn something. That you're gonna learn.
I didn't know that. I did not know that. I enjoyed all the Predator movies.
There's a new one coming out this year too, as well. I can't wait to see that one.
Yeah, I can't wait. The only one I didn't like was, I think, the last one when it was. I can't think of it. I can't think of the name of it, but they were on Earth, and it was like a big predator and a small predator, and one was chasing the other one around, and they gave him the suit.
Yeah. I didn't like that one either because they're fighting each other. No, that one.
Yeah. I didn't like that. But when they went on the alien planet, I like that one.
Again, it was Black because it was Black on Black crime. So
I didn't like I liked the one that was on the alien planet. I liked the one where they were in not ancient, but the colonial times, the Indian, the natives.
That was good. Back to Sinners, and my wife and I agreed to this. We wish there were more Indian encounters in the movie, because when I first watched it, I thought the Indians would be at the latter end of the movie to come save the day. So my only major criticism was that one right there. That I thought it'd be more
I would agree with that. I think that they should have had a part in trying to help out. I would agree with that.
That would have been great. To me, that would have been all right. They're in the middle part of the movie chasing the vampire. It would have been great for him, for the Indians come and helping them to save the day.
Now, here's a critique, and I don't know if it was we got to read in between the lines, but here's something that I did notice when I was watching it. The vampires started off as white.
Yes.
And the good guys, quote unquote, were Black or the natives.
Correct. That's correct.
And so, I wonder if that was part of the part that made people feel uncomfortable or anti-Christian or anti-white or whatever. Because that was something I noticed when I was watching.
That's a very good point. That the three major vampires were all white, and then they only confiscated the black and I